anybody can be a Power Ranger, no matter your gender, size, race, or even if you're an alien. This has given way to some Rangers that are not from Earth, or come from a species not on Earth originally, somewhere else in the cosmos. So I think it's time we finally explain all the different planets in Power Rangers. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's up everybody, it's Este here and welcome back to another video, and today we'll be talking about the different planets in Power Rangers. There's over like 50, 60 planets that we gotta talk about today. It's a lot, really. But these are some amazing places that some alien rangers call home. Now, I did make a video about alien rangers in the past, the top 10 that are not human, go check it out. But this is a video about all the planets seen in the space and all the different Power Ranger seasons. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. You don't want to miss out on any single upload, because a small percentage of you actually subscribe. So subscribe today, you don't want to miss it. And 1,500 likes and I'll bring you more videos just like this one. So I think we should jump right into our first season, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, for a season about dinosaurs, there are actually a lot of planets in this show. First off, we got the planet where we found Rita Repulsa and her dumpster, which she was in for over 10,000 years. This planet is called Nemesis. Even though that was the original Zoo Ranger name, we didn't really get an explanation about that. Our first big planet in the show though is Eltar. Eltar is obviously the home planet of Zordon alongside the robot rangers from Power Rangers Turbo. They were built by Zordon in Alpha 5 as an experiment to develop perfect android likenesses of the Turbo Rangers. After working with Power Rangers for so many years, Zordon would initially retire and return to Eltar with Alpha 5. That was before being captured and died. I'm sorry if I just spoiled In Space for you. The latest mention that we got of Eltar was actually in Ninja Steel, where Cosmo Royale would mention in his blog that he was wrapped in the finest Eltarian silk. So I guess Eltarians just work in the textile industry now. Good for them. These next few planets are actually quite small in terms of importance. There was Rigel 2, a planet where Rita used Eye Guy to capture its smartest children. Tarnak 3, a planet where Rita Repulsa unleashed the Nasty Knight, defeating one of Zordon's finest warriors. Sorcery 7, a planet in which Rita attacked with the Terror Toad, most likely eating everybody on the planet. That must have been a good lunch. Dramak 5, a planet where the scene squash is grown. And K9 4, a planet where Rita obtained the lamp that contained the monster genie. Now, this next planet was actually pretty important for a plot in one of the episodes, the Deserted Planet, where the Power Rangers would travel to this planet in order to retrieve the Sword of Light. And as you know, the Sword of Light would allow 3 Rangers to transfer their powers to 3 other new Rangers. But have you ever wondered what happened to Zach and Jason and Trini after leaving Power Rangers, basically? Go check out that video where they became a new team of Rangers in space. And also, yeah, it's actually a deserted planet. Not a lot of these planets actually got names in the show. Next up, we got Bukala, the home planet of Bukala, a monster who is named Bukala, and they come from the planet Bukala. Is this a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 reference? Bruh. We also have another planet from Mighty Morphin, which isn't really that important in Mighty Morphin. It's important in another show. We got Edenoi, which is the home for Prince Dex, the Masked Rider. Alpha 5 was also created in this planet by King Lexian. And Edenoids are humans that evolve from insects, and they have a little gem on their head, like Lil Uzi Vert. That was like a 24 million like diamond on their head. Imagine how that would feel. Alpha like Vision. I'll be like, that's my Vision sound effect. Next up, we got Zordina, a planet where the Shogun Zords, aka the Lost Swords of Zordina, lay dormant for many centuries. Then we got the M51 Galaxy, one of the many galaxies conquered by Master Vile, who resides on the planet Gamma Vile. In his own words, it's where the evil villains reign supreme, or something like that. You know, villain talk. The last planet from Mighty Morphin that we got introduced to was Aquitar. Aquitar is the home planet of the Quishian Rangers, or the Mighty Morphin alien Rangers. Due to Aquitar being submerged completely underwater, the Quishians are fish-like hybrids and must stay hydrated with fresh water in order to survive and stay strong. It is also home for Billy, the Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger, and he moved to that planet during Power Rangers Zeo. But speaking of Zeo, there was also some planets in that show, like Triforia, the home planet of Trey, the original Zeo Gold Ranger. Triforians are known to have 3 distinct personalities. The planet's surface is also covered by massive land masses and only has a few bodies of water, and is orbited by 3 moons. A lot of 3s going on in this planet. It is the magic number though. Next up, we got Horaf, the home planet of the being Tritor, who is part of a race of half reptilian humanoid aliens. But after Zeo, we're moving on to Turbo because we got more planets there too, like Lyria, the home planet of the Lyrians, Larigo and his family. Divatox and her group attacked Lyria in order to capture Larigo to use its magic to free Malagor. Then we also got Inquiris, which is the home planet of Demetria. The beings who are from this planet Inquiris have the preference to talk in questions. Why is that? Hey, that was a question. Then we also got Divatox, who was from her own planet, which doesn't have a name at all, so it's just the Divatox planet. Hey, that's cool on you, Divatox. And obviously, you know what's after Turbo, Power Rangers in space, so I hope there's a lot of planets here too. First up, we got the Cimmerian planet, which held the United Alliance of Evil conference that brought together all the major baddies in the Power Rangers universe. I remember this scene so vividly. It was such an amazing scene to see all these villains together in the same table eating dinner, talking about how much they hate the Rangers. I love that. Then obviously we got KO-35, the home planet to Andros, the Red Space Ranger, Zane, the Silver Space Ranger, and Corone, the Lost Galaxy Pink Ranger. It's located in the Korova system, and the powers of the In-Space Rangers were developed there. Then we got Calderon, a planet that the In-Space Rangers traveled to retrieve discs from the Nasada satellite that crashed on the planet. Then we got Hercuron, one of the planets used to hold Zordon while the United Alliance of Evil had him captured. It is also where the Phantom Ranger gave Andros the key card to the Delta Megaship. Then we got Brokaya, a planet used by the In-Space Rangers to track Zordon via satellite. A lot of Zordon here in this show. Too bad he's dead. This next one's a big one. We got Onyx, which is home to many evil aliens throughout the galaxy. It's also home to the Onyx Tavern, a monster bar on Onyx where monsters usually hang out. It was also where the auction for the pink Quasar Saber was held. This planet was always really cool to me because it was always like the monsters, like they were free of their masters. They would just come on this planet and chill. I love that. Where's my invitation? We also got an unnamed orange planet, which was used by Divatox Army to transport cargo, followed by both Lightning Cruiser and Storm Blaster. Speaking of that team up, that was a really weird team up. You know, couldn't you have the original Turbo Rangers come back and just have, you know, Justin there too? Justin was just there chilling in space. Then we got Cadix, which is a planet that the Space Rangers traveled to where they were attacked by cloaked scavengers, who were primitive humanoids that populated the planet. Then we got Centaur B, the planet that was held by rebels from KO-35 as their own hiding place for those opposed to the United Alliance of Evil. Yotoba, a location that Dark Spectre owns that he used to trick Space Rangers into thinking Zordon was being held there. But nope, it was Dark Spectre all along disguising as Zordon. Cool. Tirna, a planet that's home to Seymour and Jekarox angler fish alien species. All of a sudden we got fish aliens in space now. Okay, Power Rangers. The M94 Galaxy, which planets were used by Psycho Rangers to store the captured Mega Voyager. Forza, a planet used by Durkanda to lure the Space Rangers off the megaship while Ecliptor went on board. These next three are actually planets that you saw during Countdown to Destruction, the epic in-space finale. Vika Galaxy, where Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed are seen given the task of attacking planets in Vika Galaxy during the United Alliance of Evil's final plan during Countdown to Destruction. We also saw Phantom Ranger's home planet too, where the Machine Empire is given the task of attacking his home planet during their conquest of the universe. Then of course we have Gratha, which Divatox is taking the task of attacking that planet, which is a jungle-like planet which the Alien Rangers try to defend. But after in space, we also have Lost Galaxy, which also has its own planets. First up, we got Miranoi, home of the Lost Galaxy Rangers, specifically Yellow Ranger Maya. This was the last destination of Terra Venture, with it also being the resting place of the Quasar Sabers. It's essentially another Earth, which, speaking of Earth is a planet, and also all the planets of the solar system are also in this big land of planets. But the Rangers don't really go to these planets a lot, I don't think. There was also a red planet that was used by Scorpius to house the captured Galactabees. Rashon, a planet that once held the Savage Sword. And of course, Magna Defender's home planet, which really sucks because we never got a name for where he's from. It was obviously the home for the Magna Defender and his son Zika before Scorpius destroyed it. Then we got Karasa, which is used by Deviant to ambush the Galaxy Rangers into thinking the pink Quasar Saber was there. But guess what? It wasn't. Then we got Gwyneth, the planet which is home to arms dealer Runtus and the resting place of Kendrix Morgan's Quasar Saber after her death. Maya and the other Galaxy Rangers are led to the planet after Kendrix's spirit visits Maya in a dream, requesting that she find and protect her Quasar Saber on that planet. Then of course we got a warrior planet, where the planet once held a power source that once belonged to a powerful warrior Corone defeated when she was Astronema. Also Captain Mutiny's planet, where Captain Mutiny would have slaves dig up jewels that are stored within the planet's ground. Alright, we're done with Lost Galaxy, moving on to Lightspeed Rescue, and guess what? No planets. Good for me. Time Force. Who doesn't love Time Force? We got Zebria, or Zybria. I still haven't got the pronunciation right yet. Still don't know. It's the home planet of Trip, the Time Force Green Ranger. It was also the home world of the Supersonic Rangers. Now, I made a whole video about the Supersonic Rangers and their history. Go check that out. Moving on past Time Force and even Wild Force, we got Ninja Storm, where we got one planet called Carmania, which is home planet of Skyla, a humanoid alien who was briefly friends with Shane, and possibly could have been even more. I don't know. I thought they were flirtatious. Carmanians transfer their life force to other beings before they're about to die. So she did the exact same thing to Shane, which basically gave him a battleizer, which is cool, I guess. Moving on, we're fasting forward to S.P.D. because, you know, we're in the future, and guess what? Future aliens, alien planets. We got Merlandia, a planet destroyed by the Trubian Empire prior to their sites on Earth. It was part of the Hive Quadrant, and he basically stripped the planet of all its resources to use it for the Magnificence, which was always a very mysterious part of S.P.D. for me. Next up, we got Tangar, the home planet of Sky's old friend Drew, also known as Giganus. Tangarians have the ability to transform into a monstrous form, which that, you know, makes sense. I sometimes don't believe this humanoid stuff that are on other planets. Let these humans be actually monsters. Then we got Sirius, home planet for Commander Kruger, that was destroyed by Grum and the Trubian Empire many years ago. And its inhabitants, like Kruger, were a race of dog-like humanoids with scaly skin. Did Kruger's skin, like, scare anybody as a kid? Let me know. Next up, Verinox 12, a distant planet where the alien criminal Murloc was sent after being contained. He was sent here due to his reflective powers, and since the planet is so dark, he can't reflect off anything. Then we got Valko's planet, the planet home of Valko. Zentor, the home of the Sergeant Silverback. This is where the doggy Kruger sent the B Squad Rangers to be in a training camp, getting them ready for SWAT mode. Gamma Orion, the planet where the A Squad Rangers were found and saved by the B Squad Rangers after receiving a distress call. And Gamma 4, a planet used by Space Patrol Delta. Phew, that was a lot. That was sincerely a lot. But moving on to Overdrive, we also got a few planets there too, like an ice planet where Furious was imprisoned for millions of years after attempting to steal the Corona Aurora. A volcano planet where Moltor was imprisoned for many years. Thrax's own planet, which he used as base of operations for Thrax and his evil alliance during Once a Ranger. And of course, the big one of the season, Mercuria, which is home planet to Tyzon, the Mercury Ranger, and his fiancée Bella. His species, the Mercurians, are humanoids that have the special power of turning into Mercury. For some reason. I don't get it. It's Power Rangers. Why Mercury? Why not turn into gold or silver or diamonds? Power Rangers. We're on the last few planets here, so moving on to Super Megaforce, we got Andrasia, the home planet of Orion, the Super Megaforce Silver Ranger. He is the sole survivor of the ravaging by the Armada, which took out all the Andrasians in his planet. And in Hyperforce, Orion would mention that the weather there changes quickly, so it's gonna be sunny, then it's raining, then it's snowy. So basically, the state of Florida. Moving on to Dino Charge, even though it's in another universe itself, it also has its own planets with it as well, like Sentai 6, which Heckle and Xenowing, Dark and Silver Rangers lived there guarding the Dark Energem. Also, Sentai 6, reference the Super Sentai. Then there was also Common 5, a planet known for its scrapyards, where Sledge intended to sell what remained of Earth before he was defeated by the Dino Charge Rangers. Also, Common 5, a reference to Kamen Rider. Then we got Ninja Steel's Lion Galaxy, which was ruled by Princess Viera and her family, and is the birthplace of Mick. And also the villain, Lord Drillian. Also, the Lion Zord from Ninja Steel, also probably from there too. Then there's Beast Morphers, where we got the G5 Galaxy, which is home to Captain Chaku and his daughter Starlight, which I made a whole series review about Beast Morphers. Go check it out. And of course, the last planet of this video we're talking about today is from Dino Fury, and that of course is Ravcon. Ravcon is home of Zato, the Red Dino Fury Ranger, and his ancient ally. That became the first ever team of Rangers that was destroyed in the Great Sporks battle. If you want to know more about that and Morphin Masters, also related, go check out that video. But hey, that's it. Those were all the planets in Power Rangers. What a long video this has been. It's absolutely crazy. What do you think? What's your favorite planet in all of Power Rangers? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Don Fuego. I'm also on Instagram, Don Fuego. Thank you so much for all the constant love and support you're giving me, E-Squad. I love you forever. Have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at. And of course, and as always, stay awesome, everybody.